Man, summertime, summertime, summertime. Wow! This building is pressurized to the degree. So, we're gonna give you a quick update. I ordered like 32 other cooling pads. Yeah, I don't even think it's enough. So rows 7 and 8 is like filled, all the way to 9 almost, but these like are like skinny rows. Welcome to the Bitbunker, by the way. This is the Digital Gold channel where we basically have built mines and rigs for like the last 5 years all over the place, and now it's like full scale. Yeah, so this is our Walton Sync server. Yeah, check this out, Walton Sync server. What does that do? Well, this actually calls out with the one NVIDIA card in here and asks the main net, what is the current block? Then this is connected to all the other Walton rigs, right? Because some of the Walton rigs fall out of sync and some of the GPUs fall out of sync. So what this thing does is it actually is calling out, and if you were to log into any of these other Walton rigs, it actually makes sure that each GPU is in sync, and if it's not in sync, it puts it in sync, and then it restarts the whole computer if it can't fix it, and then if that can't fix it, then it notifies us and says, hey, I can't sync it, and then we have to manually sync it. So all of these like NVIDIA 1080 Ti's that you see here, especially like this whole row is nothing but Walton, right? Well, that's not true. No, it is true. All of these are Walton. So this sync server actually handles all of it. It's incredible. It's incredible. Ingenious idea by one of the developers here at Digital Gold, and he's incredible. I just am so impressed with his work. Okay, so nothing has changed in the office. We have done a little bit of cleaning, but what has changed is the cooling. Woo-hoo! I have got to keep it cool in here, and I bought this huge industrial fan, right? And I was like, you know what? It's not enough. Let's buy another. Okay, so we did. Look at this baby. Yes. I should wear my spacesuit because it really gets you. Like, it's crazy how powerful this thing is. I love it. I love it. It's incredible. So this one's clearly working a lot better than this one. See that one? That one's having all kinds of issues, but this one's working really solid. This is a 6-blade system. This is a 5-blade system, 5 horsepower. This is 3 horsepower. Both of them are three-phase power, which we are now working on what our amps and situation is here. I can't take you in there because it's a restricted area. Okay, but basically each leg of power I've learned, like single phase has like 2 legs, 3-phase has 3 legs, and each leg you want to balance accordingly to the board, and then you want to be able to send that up to the main transformers in the back so that they have equal power, something like that. Basically, we've been writing all these numbers down so that we know how many amps we need and what we're going to do in the future. Yeah. Now, these things over here, these things we've been having some trouble with. These are not Walton rigs. They look like Walton rigs, but they're not. This is actually like a 4-card, a 5-card, and a 5-card. And although they look exactly like Walton rigs, they're not Walton rigs. They're actually mining, pre-mining. They're pre-mining another coin, as well as there's another coin in here. I think it's this guy right here. Yeah, he's pre-mining another coin as well. Incredible! I love pre-mining. I thought pre-mining was only for like the developers and the inside scoopers, but you don't. You don't have to be one of those guys to be able to pre-mine. So, temperature. Oh yeah, you guys are probably wondering. Okay, so temperature has been fluctuating quite a bit. So right now, the current temperature is 90 at that thing, which means it's actually 88 at the hottest part. That thing is not extremely accurate, but it's just a good reference. So over here, this is 20 degrees cooler. So this is probably around 70 degree-ish air coming in here. Now, what's incredible, look at this thing. See that? It's like blowing in the wind. As soon as you turn that big fan on in the top, that thing starts blowing. The door is so pressurized, I can't believe it. So we're actually having an issue with the pressure in here more than I thought we would. So this feels amazing, by the way. It's not going to be able to run all day. I'm sick of losing water. So I actually opened up this door and have wired it back in. And it's secured by, you know, our lovely welding job that we did here, which I wasn't able to film, but we welded that sucker in, got it solid. We're going to have to paint the rest of it black and whatnot. And this is pulling air outside. Now, this isn't this is like normal air, like being compressed a little bit. Like, it's like a little cooler, but not really like super cool. Okay, so I've got this array of hard drives, array of fans. These are like my emergency backup fans, my cool the rigs down really quick fans, my water walls not keeping up cool fans, and so yeah, you gotta have backup because I don't want the rigs to shut off for these people and just because it got too hot, right? So a lot of the temperature will change drastically as soon as you open up a door, whether it's the front door or that door over there, the main door, or any of the doors. It will just change the temperature of the entire room drastically. So this is the cold chair. This is where you go for breaks when you're like, you just want to have a break, you know? You just kind of like sit here and you got your headphones on, you just think about life, and you just feel like, how are the miners, how are they? Do they have a good day? Are they getting good blocks today? Yeah, so that's what we do here. This is our like cool break chair. Like, hey, it's too hot, go sit in the break chair, right? So, anyways, I have got 2 interns. It's incredible here. I got 2 developers working with me, and I am gonna go get somebody this week. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna go get somebody, and he's gonna come in here full time in the mine. You guys know who he is if you guys been watching for a while. It's so exciting. I'm taking him from the other side of the country, bringing him, driving up there, coming back. I'm gonna have my interns and no, I got 3 interns. Basically, they're employees. I guess I have to call them employees now, really. Anyways, that's tax stuff. So he's gonna be here and working with me. It's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait for him to come. I'm gonna go get him because he's moving his whole life for this. It's awesome. I'm so excited. You guys know who he is. Put in the comments. Who is it? Who am I going to go get this week? Who am I going to go get? Okay. So, what are we mining? Basically, right now we've got all Walton. We're still using Ether, nice hash slash your own type thing. That's out for you, Robert. And then Walton-ish hash bosh with some nice hash, and then we've got ASICs, and then we've got a little bit of Walton here, but then those 3 are pre-mining the new coin. Now on this side we've got a pre-mine, some all Walton, the sync server, and then some more Walton all the way down. So this is where the next row is going to start, and we've already got our panels ready to get hooked in. We've got our electrician Kaz come in and put in all of these lines. If you guys remember when we moved in here, none of this was here. Not a single line. So now he is wiring those boxes in, and some of these boxes like, these boxes are like dropped out. It's me, boss lady! Yeah, right? I know. I miss talking to you guys, I really do. I put these fans up here, like I don't know if they work at all or anything. I feel like they actually like move the heat into like this heat wall. There's like this air-cooled wall and it like stays right here, and then it doesn't cool anything down there. So we're like sweating and we have to walk up here where it's normally would be hotter, right? We're like, hey, let's it's hilarious. We're like, hey, we're like sweating down here. Let's go walk up where the rigs are and cool off. Like, that's just crazy to think about. We're walking up and cooling off where the rigs are. Who cools off where the rigs are? That'll tell you how cool the rigs are. That's how cool they are. So, I've still been working on this system. It's absolutely terrible. And to close, I want to show you what my idea is. And you can put it in the comments if you think I should change it, because I got about 4 days before I'm going to change it. So put it in the comments what you think I should do. But this is my thought. Okay? I want to open up all 3 doors. I want to move this about 4 feet, this wall, And then I want to take the wall all the way down, all the way to the end. And I want to run one massive water pipe all the way across. And then I want to shoot the water down onto the cooling pads and not use any fans. None of the fans. Just use the pressure of the building. Then you say, well, what about all that extra air? I want to take this stuff and see how I'm kind of framing this in here-ish. I'm going to frame it in and then use this wood line. See this wood line, 34 feet, and completely frame it into the pink, into this box. So this is one massive cooling wall. One massive wall. Because regulating 3 different walls is just absurd. So I'm going to get an estimate on Monday, and hopefully you guys can put in the comments what you think is the best way to frame this in. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, and it's been driving me nuts, but it needs done. So we're just going to have to do it. I bought like pink stuff up there. Like I just bought a ton of it to try to like frame it in. And then I bought a bunch of wood that I thought would work. This is like the treated wood, you know, like where it's like can get wet and stuff. But I don't know. And then there's another. That's the big fan we use. See that? So that fan is a replacement because they said that one's broken. It's like spinning too fast or whatever. It's like you guys have seen it. So that one is the new one, and apparently I'm supposed to put that in, but I think as a great word of YouTube says, ain't nobody got time for that, right? She's a great lady, by the way, if you don't know who I'm talking about. She's really cleaned up her life. It's cool. But ain't nobody got time for that. So I don't have time because if I turn... I mean, I would have to shut both fans off. We'd have to run our emergency backup fans. We'd have to have a really cool night or a rainy night. And then we would have to hope that none of the rigs are getting too hot. And if there was a problem, we would have to turn the first fan on. It would be a mess to try to put that in. I mean, a serious job. Maybe with 4 guys that knew what they were doing and we were very fast, we could do it maybe in an hour. But I don't think we don't have to re-electric it. I don't think so. No, because the motor, see the motor? I think the motor's on it, so I think we're okay there. Yeah, the motor's wired in, so technically we could just flip the switch on the motor. But I mean, you see how much it's shaking? You guys can see that shaky, shaky, bakey? Wow, the video, you can see the blades. That's so weird. Can you guys see the blades? I can't tell, because I'm recording. Whoa. That is really cool. I like that I can see the blades. Okay, so basically this is the end of May and the beginning of June, and we hope to support more pre-mining of this coin here. Now, sadly, I'll announce what the pre-mining coin is. Let me see. I'm gonna announce what the pre-mining coin is maybe in 2 weeks. Probably in 2 weeks, because the 1 week I'm gonna go get this person that you're gonna put in the comments and tell me who that person is. And then the second week, we're gonna get this all situated. So probably in 2 weeks I'll be able to tell you what coin we are pre-mining. And if you want to get involved, we'll try to help you out. But basically, there's 2 of them. One of them is on Ubuntu and one of them is on Windows. And it's very profitable. According to some calculations, it's more profitable than Walton. Is that even possible? I don't think it's more profitable than Walton in the long run. I think it's one of those like, get it while you can type and hodl a lot of those coins. But I think Walton is one of the the top 5 or 3 coins in the future. This is probably not going to be one of those coins, but it's probably going to be a coin that could make you a lot of money if you sold at the exact right moment. But if you hold it too long, you know, then you lose, and then if you sold it too short, then you lose, and there's that prime spot that nobody hits except the people that you see on CNBC or whatever. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, that's that. I mean, you guys got any questions? I mean, what's your questions? We got cooler wall, we've got full wall being built, we've got fan array, we've got rigaroo, riggedy rockety roo, and massive fans. We took that wall down because it was too hot. Yeah, I don't think I was able to tell you that. Office is still doing good. We're trying to upgrade some of that in there. and some extra stuff. We try to keep it real simple here. We don't need to add, like, fill this building up with just stuff. So this is the current status of the rig. So you guys have any questions so far? I mean, just think, we started with one card on one rig, and here we are. So I don't see any questions popping up. Oh, what are those fans called for your exhaust? Where can I buy those? Yeah, so these fans are actually from Grainger. This is a 3-phase, medium duty, 5 horsepower motor, Grainger, 33,000 CFM. The top one is a heavy duty 6-blade Grainger Dayton fan. It's from Dayton actually, and that is 24,000 CFM. So total, I think we have like 50-some thousand CFM moving the air, which apparently cycles through the whole building air. We should probably be cooler than we are now. It should actually already be cooler because I closed the main bay door, and when you close the main bay door, it drops the temperature. Yeah, look, see? So, yeah. Okay, so what are the pre-mine coins working with it and cards? The pre-mine coins are working, and they're working with AMD and NVIDIA. The AMD numbers, from what I'm gathering, is like this 8-card rig here. So if we hung out with this rig here, this 8-card rig would probably produce around $30 a day. For some reason, we're not getting that on the regular, right? We're getting like $10 a day, right? So for some, I mean, I'll switch it over for you if you want, but if you figure out how to mine the coin, then you could go from $10 to $30. You could quadruple, double, quadruple. I don't know the math. NVIDIA's, I think, are getting a little bit better. I think they're running around $40 to $60 a day. So like a 6-card NVIDIA rig on the pre-mine is running around $40 to $60. But you got to remember, that's just crazy numbers right today, and the rig is very expensive. It costs you daily fees, which are not really that much, especially on AMD. They're really cheap. I mean, it's like $1 for those. But yeah, I mean, you gotta take all that into account. The good news is you don't have to pay electricity here, and we are keeping it cool. What else? Any other questions out there, guys? Anything else going on? You guys are pretty quiet today. With people buying rigs from you, is it possible to get advice what to mine most profitable? Yeah. I get that question a lot. So you're wondering, am I allowed to tell you what's most profitable? Well, in America, especially in certain states, I'm not allowed to actually tell you what is profitable and what's not, because that's called selling a security. And I'm selling you a product that will then telling you that it will make you this X amount of money in the future, when I can't guarantee that, right? So I'm not allowed to tell you that. On a personal level, I could, but on a business level, I cannot. So what I will say is what we've seen from current clients. And when current clients are all in a group together, then they share, hey, this is the coin that I'm mining, this is the profitability, you guys should jump on it. I cannot say whether that coin will or will not produce a set amount. I can only say that it is possible for it to produce a certain amount. I cannot tell you, oh, this is going to be, you know, $100 billion market cap in 2021 on October, right? Like I just can't do that. You could do that, but you're not running this, so you don't have to worry about that legal stuff. So yes, I will tell you what coins we pre-mine in this group. All the gold members get to know what coins we mine immediately. Basically, as soon as I hear about it, I tell it. Like same hour, I hear about a coin, I send it over to the gold members. Then when the gold members are like comfortable with it, whether they have said they don't want to mine it, I do want to mine it, build me a rig for it or whatever, because the gold members already have, you know, multiple rigs here. They either buy another one or they switch their rig over to it. When they're comfortable, then I release it to our current clients, everybody else in here, same system. If they want to share it on Facebook, then fine, go for it. That's up to them, it's their prerogative. If they want to keep it themselves and mine it themselves, then as a community we will. When I think everyone has had a fair chance at getting a fair share of coins and not being too greedy, then I'll release it on YouTube, such as when I did on Walton. I did the exact same thing. I learned about it on day 1 of mining. I mined it myself. I told my gold members that night, day 1, Saturday. We mined it for a week as gold members, then I shared it with the clients. The clients heard about Walton. None of them specifically wanted to switch over. I announced it to YouTube. New YouTubers came on. They wanted to know about Walton. Now we're running 6 cards strong, Walton multi-GPU, and now we have a sync server running the Walton thing. So that's how kind of my business flows. That's what I think is fair for people who are already paying customers to enjoy the benefits of pre-mining and knowing things ahead of time. Well, that's just because they're here. I mean, they're paying my life. They are paying for my life to live, so they deserve whatever my life can give them. I mean, seriously, it just makes sense. They're putting the food on my table, right? I mean, that's literally. Okay, so, yeah, what other questions did I miss? Understood. Thank you, Martin. You're very kind. All right, cool, guys. So, otherwise, I guess the last thing was just to show you, like, the main thing we're using on these is server power supplies. We actually find that they're a little bit more secure as far as consistency goes. They're 1,200 amps, so they're plenty powerful enough to handle this. And what this does is allows us to get the multiple 8 to 6 pin connections, and we'll run the server power supplies and then a main heavy duty power supply, gold rated, on the other end to power the motherboard and things like that. So these server power supplies are incredible, and we use them for, like, you can see the yellow. I mean, anytime you see the yellow, you're gonna know that's a server power supply. We really enjoy them, and we think they're producing a high quality product. Just the cabling alone in this is much sturdier than some of the black that you see, but you can't really run a motherboard, I don't think, off of this stuff. I really don't like the idea of running a motherboard off of that. So we use this just to run cards and risers. You want to keep your power separate. Like, these cards and risers are all together, and then these cards and risers are together. So 3 cards and the motherboard, and then, you know, 4 cards and risers together. Because you got to think, the risers take a decent amount of power too. So you have to be mindful of those things when you're mining. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. It's an amazing summer day. Everything is cool in here. We're dropping down temperature, and the water's working, the cooler's working, the fans are working, the air conditioner's on, the transformers have not blown. And the last thing I want to say about the transformers, if you guys watched that video, basically, the power company will not give us a new transformer. We have to blow it. We blew the single phase, it's now 4 times the amount. We have to blow the 3-phase before we can get a new one. So that box, that gray box right there on that wall, is 3-phase. That is 200 amps, and as you can see, it only has 1 pipe coming out of it. So this is running one set of row of rigs, okay? So it goes over there, and then there, and then there, right? So it's only running 1 row. When this runs enough rows, then it will blow, and we get a new one. That's just the way it goes. We have to wait for it to blow. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter what I do. I can't force them to put up a bigger transformer. They don't care. They literally want it to blow first. So I think in about 4 more sales, it's gonna blow. And then we'll get a new one, and everybody will be happy, and we'll be fine, okay? Otherwise, woo! What are you guys doing? Who am I gonna go get? Put it in the comments. Who am I going to get? Put it in the comments. Who am I getting? Who am I getting full time here? It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited about it. Who am I getting? Tell me now. Tell me. Woo-wee! Love you guys. See you soon.